heavy metal resurgence is happening right around the world, and one of its greatest exponents, Billy Squier, is here in person talking to Molly.
Well, the man himself, Mr. Billy Squier. First of all, congratulations on the Don't Say No album and The Stroke.
Thanks
it's going so well in Australia, and of course it's doing extremely well. It did extremely well in America. But you've just come from well, you're in the middle of a tour, and you've come out here for 4 days,
yes.
and you've just been touring with Foreigner, who we just saw before.
Just saw.
Yeah. How can you do that? I mean, just 4 days out here and back in the middle of a tour.
Well, why not? You've got to keep out of trouble, don't we?
Relax or something like that. All right, now listen, with The Stroke, a lot of people have been saying, here it is, the heavy metal resurgence. And, I mean, do you like the being labelled as heavy metal?
Well, it's a little misleading. I think there's a certain heaviosity to what I do, but I think that, in general, the scope of my music is a little bit broader than that term would imply.
Right. Well, with this album, I mean, I don't think Don't Say No you'd say was a heavy metal album.
No, I wouldn't.
Now, you co-produced that. You wrote all the songs, performed, and you co-produced it. Do you like producing?
I do. I have a tendency to kind of meddle in all of my affairs, anything that surrounds what I do. I think that as an artist, it's very important to take responsibility for your destiny, if you can.
Now, you produced this album with a guy called Mac, who did the Queen album.
That's right.
Are you critical of your own work? I mean, it seems odd that you could go in there and sort of
I think, well, you can, I mean, that's one reason I have Mac, is to have someone with an outside perspective. But as you go along, you're able, I find, to develop a certain objectivity towards what you do, and you can step outside yourself.
Okay, now going back to the heavy metal resurgence, in America, is it obvious that it's sort of, you know, it's becoming all, not all heavy metal, but there's that sort of thing like there is in England where it's suddenly...
No, I think America probably is actually maybe softening up a little bit, whereas in Britain they're really getting over the top. And
did any heavy metal bands influence you at all?
Well, I think to an extent, well, someone, let's say like Led Zeppelin, for instance, who I don't think were really a heavy metal band, but would have probably be thrown in as maybe the Godfathers. I certainly listened to bands of that
Well, look,
genre.
it's a great single, and if you haven't heard this album, go out and have a listen to it, because it's an excellent album. And I must ask you, when are you going to come out here? You're coming out on a promotional tour. When are you coming out?
Well, we'd like to be back next year.
Right.
We could.
Might as well bring Foreigner back with you as well.
We might do that.
Yeah, great double. Listen, thanks for coming on the show.
My
Thanks for coming out to Australia.
Thanks for having me.
And I can't wait to see you. I'm going to America, so I'll try to catch up with you.
Oh, you'll see us there then?
All right,
yeah.
let's go out with The Stroke. Thanks.